Yes.
Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat.
It's Steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
I am Elmer J. Fudd, millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht. Again, I am Elmer J. Fudd, millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht.
That's right, it is Yacht Rock Wednesday. And on this day I like to do adult contemporary hits from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and are normally of a Caucasian persuasion. Now this last one that I'm doing is a twofer, and you'll understand why. The song is called Can't Get Used to Losing You, and it was originally done by Andy Williams in 1963. Now, I wasn't even born yet in 1963, and my parents are black, so it wasn't like Andy Williams was being played all over the house. So, you know, fast forward to 1983, and I'm living in the UK, and I'm 13 years old, and I hear a group called The Beat, which maybe in the United States they're known as the English Beat. I hear a group called The Beat singing this song, and I'm like, this is cool, it's just nice and catchy and da-da-da-da-da-da, and not realizing that it is a remake or a cover. And I have said on my channel before, if I don't know it's a cover, then I can't, I don't know any better. So I didn't know this was a cover. I love the English Beat, and I love the English Beat version. So that is my standard. So then I finally hear the original by Andy Williams, and I never realized how similar they do sound. The only difference is that the English Beat has a little bit more of a catchy rhythm to it and a reggae feel to it, while Andy Williams just has this slow, very 1960-ish, very in your face. It's just like this easy listening type of song. So it is what it is. So let's take a look at what Andy Williams did on the charts with this song. And Blammo, it went to number 39 in Germany, number 2 in the UK, number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 1 on the US Cashbox, number 1 on the Adult Contemporary, and number 7 on the Hot R&B. That doesn't even make any sense. But let's go 20 years later and take a look what the English Beat did. And Blammo, they went to number 9 in Belgium, number 2 in Ireland, number 9 on the Netherlands Dutch Top 40, number 12 on the Netherlands Single Top 100, number 47 in New Zealand, and number 3 in the UK. Even though it has more of a reggae feel, it didn't make the Hot R&B charts. It didn't even chart in the United States at all. So I kind of wonder why it did chart back in 1963 on the Hot R&B. It's so high on the Hot R&B. I'll have to ask my mother that. But if you were around at that time and heard this song, I want to hear from you why this song might have been on the R&B chart. So leave a comment, let me know, let us all know who come to my channel. So if you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 10 videos each and every week. So without any further ado, here is the first one, Andy Williams and Can't Get Used to Losing You.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I'm in love with you.
Snap out of it!
The background tape. Guess there's no use in hanging round. Guess I'll get dressed and do the town. I'll find some crowded avenue, though it will be empty without you. Can't get used to losing you, no matter what I try to do. Gonna live my whole life through loving you. Called up some girl I used to know, after I heard her say hello. Couldn't think of anything to say. Since you're gone, it happens every day. Can't get used to losing you, no matter what I try to do. Gonna live my whole life through loving you. See how it's done now? There's a little more. I'll find somebody, wait and see. Who am I kidding? Only me. 'Cause no one else can take your place. Guess that I am just a hopeless case. Can't get used to losing you, no matter what I try to do. Gonna live my whole life through loving you. Can't get used to losing you, no matter what I try to do. Gonna live my whole life through loving you.
Okay, so that was Andy Williams' version of Can't Get Used to Losing You, which, you know what, considering the fact that he was singing live, yes, it had a backing track of all the instrumentals and the harmonies that go with the song, he still sounds great. It still amazes me how it made it to the Hot R&B, really. So,
But wait! There's more!
I promised you there was going to be the other video by The Beat, or the English Beat. So, here is the English Beat with Can't Get Used to Losing You.
Does it get easier?
No. Yes. It gets easier.
Guess there's no use in hanging around. Guess I'll get dressed and do the town. I'll find a crowded avenue, though it will be empty without you. I can't get used to losing you, no matter what I try to do. Gonna spend my whole life through loving you. Called up some girl I used to know, after I heard her say hello. Couldn't think of anything to say. Since you're gone, it happens every day. I can't get used to losing you, no matter what I try to do. Gonna spend my whole life through loving you. Can't get used to losing you, no matter what I try to do. Gonna spend my whole life through loving you. Can't get used to losing you, no matter what I try to do. Gonna spend my whole life through loving you.
Okay, so that was the English Beat with Can't Get Used to Losing You. I actually saw that performance when I lived in the UK, and again, it brings back memories of course, I realized like, hey, this guy isn't lip syncing the best, but he, you know, there were certain people that did a slight protest of lip syncing on, you know, Top of the Pops, and, you know, they would do whatever they could just to kind of maybe give it to the man. But it's still a great version, and you could hear the definite similarities. You still had the plucking of the strings from the orchestra. You still had basically the same bass line. You basically had the same vocal, you know, type and harmonies. You had all that, so it was, you know, it was different but the same, and I'm not mad at it, really. I'm not, because again, if it wasn't for this version, I probably never would have heard the other version. But I didn't hear the other version until later on, maybe in the 80s, when, you know, it started to, you know, it wasn't the internet time, but, you know, there were other ways of, you know, finding certain music. So it is what it is. So if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.